literally both of these people in either of these conversations, like I didn't tell them, okay, you're getting this and this and this, and that's how most people sell. That's not how I sell. That's not what a closer does. A closer doesn't convince. It doesn't give fucking options. You know, it's in terms of like the program that you want to do. They just tell you, they just get the person to feel confident that what they're doing is actually going to move them towards their goals. It's like, they don't give a fuck what's included. All they care about is that you're the one that's going to help them, you know, advance towards their goals. Woo! Let's go surfing. Boards in the back. Okay, here we go. Okay, what is going down? Hope you're well. You know, as much as I wish we'd be doing $100,000 months plus right now, we're just not. You know, it's middle coronavirus lockdown season. Most people are struggling. We're doing pretty fucking good given the circumstances. I don't think I've filmed a video, you know, since I've moved back from Colombia. You know, I was living in Colombia. I'm in San Diego right now, about to go surf. It's fucking beautiful out. I'm loving it here. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through two different conversations that I had, two different closes that I had. One of them's a $1,600 close in full, and the next one is a $500 down, $400 a month. I'm gonna walk you through those just because really it's pretty interesting. I was selling the same product that I used to sell for $100, $100 a month or whatever, and now I'm selling that same exact product for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. We're taking a lot more money for the same exact product. I guess I was just gonna talk about how, you know, what changed, you know, that made it possible for us to start selling something from $100 to $1,000. Because really, you know, what it really comes down to, what changed is, instead of convincing someone to buy, I started getting them to convince me that they need this shit. Right? So the difference between a salesperson and a closer is a huge fucking difference. The biggest difference is that the salesman is the master of convincing, right? And the closer doesn't convince. The closer doesn't do shit, you know, when it comes to, you know, pushing people to buy something. The closer asks questions. I get people to tell me why they need what I have and why it's important that they do it right now. So in both of these closing conversations, I'm going to show you how I took $1,600 from someone and $500 down with a $400 a month before they even knew what was included in the program, before they even knew what they were buying. They had no idea what they were buying, okay? I don't give them information. I get them confident. I turn them and I make them confident that we are the people that are going to help solve their problem. Like, if you ever catch yourself thinking about, you know, what you're gonna say, what's included, trying to word it all fucking properly and shit, just stop yourself and think about a question. Try to find a question and flip that into a question that you could ask them to get them to tell you what they need, right? And when they verbalize, when they tell you what they need, then that's when their confidence starts to grow around you being that person that they're going to give money to because they trust you, all right? They're not gonna trust you if you're just fucking spouting, you know, what's included in the program and treating them like a fucking number. They are an individual, right? Everybody's fucking different, everyone's unique, and you just can't look at these people like a fucking number, okay? You are helping someone achieve a goal in their life. You need to know what's going on in their life in order to affirm to them that you're the one that's gonna help, you know, do this shit. So I'm driving right now. I'm about to park, so I'll see you guys in a second when I park to get out and go surf.
Cool 110. I'm about to go and call me a Hummer whip. Tell my math teacher you ain't gotta teach me shit. I don't need your bitch, I'm doing numbers with my wrist. My homie say he down bad, he wanna hit a lick. He was wondering if I could take him on a trip. I know what he about, he been flossed since a chick. That my dog, but I know we get caught, he a snitch. I was car checking, had to get the lawyer quick.
Almost, little guys. Okay, looks like no one's out. but don't give a fuck. I want to get in the water. Okay, so I want to pull up like, let's see, 2 different screen shares or screen recordings. So this one's a $1,600 close. It's directly through the Instagram DM. I know that I haven't exactly shown like actual conversations that I've had with people, so I'm gonna show this one and then another residual. It's nice to have these paid in full and then other residual ones so that you get money, you know, coming every month without having to do anything. So basically this guy, you know, he reaches out, you know, based on the content that we do, the content that we put out, he reaches out, comes into the DM, and then he's talking about, you know, just this huge brick, as you can see, kind of telling me about a situation, and then I have my client go send a voice message so that he knows that the client is there, so that I can then go and take over text, and then once I start talking to him over text, there's no question about, you know, whether it is actually him or not, right? Because there was that voice message, so that's just something that I've figured out with my influencer client. That's just something that we do. We have him go and put in voice messages every now and then. So he's basically spending this whole time talking about his situation, and then I took him to text as me. Like, okay, great. You know, send me your phone number. I'll have my assistant Cameron text you, and then you know, we'll take it from there. And so I end up texting him as me, right? And the more steps you make someone take, the more that they're actually going to be convinced to buy something from you. So it's just about increasing investment, all right? So I reach out and just clarifying what's going on, same exact shit. You guys can even slow down and you can look at exactly what I'm saying. The cool thing about this is by the end, ultimately I'm closing them on a month to month, but the cool thing is that we use billing companies, so we use financing companies, kind of like if you were to buy a car. So ultimately, we get someone, like I'll close someone like $100 a month for like 10 months for $1,000 total or something, and the financing company will basically pay us in full, and then the billing will just be between the customer and the billing company. So I was doing a lot of clarifying here, showing testimonials and shit. When you send testimonials, you don't want to be like, okay, here, like, check this out. You're gonna be like, oh my god, like, I'm so fucking blown away with the results that we're getting. Like, look at this shit. Like, can you believe this shit? When you send testimonials, you want to be like excited, as if like you are blown away. You know, as someone on board, you want to like look like you're blown away, right? So sending testimonials, he's just like super into it, and then I basically just give him some different options. I take him through the closing process, and then he's like, you know, talking about interest, all this stuff, and that all has to do with like the financing company, and then he just says I'm in. So then basically that financing company paid us in full the $1,600, and then they now are locked into a contract with that billing company, so they're really only paying $100 a month, and we just got paid in full. So that's not our responsibility anymore. That's the billing company's responsibility. That's really how I close most of my deals in full. It's kind of rare that I get someone to actually pay the entire amount in full, but that's one way that I do it. So this next one is basically, it's the second one. It's just another residual one, and this actually happened all through the DMs. So this guy's, you know, he reaches out based on a piece of content that we put out, you know, DM the word kill for more info. He DMs kill, and then we say, okay, what's going on? Talk about his goals and really establish that gap between, you know, where he is right now and where he wants to be in the future, his goals, and what's keeping him from doing there. So, and what's keeping him from getting there. So this was a pretty quick. Conversation that I had, and one thing that I really wanted to note, really the only reason why I'm taking you guys through this is because you will never see me telling him what's included. Like, literally both of these people in either of these conversations, like, I didn't tell them, okay, you're getting this and this and this, and that's how most people sell. That's not how I sell. That's not what a closer does. A closer doesn't convince. It doesn't give fucking options. You know, it's in terms of like the program that you want to do. They just tell you, they just get the person to feel confident that what they're doing is actually going to move them towards their goals. It's like, they don't give a fuck what's included. All they care about is that you're the one that's going to help them, you know, advance towards their goals. So yeah, it was just basically, you know, me clarifying, you know, his position, understanding his situation. He's building confidence in me and us that, you know, we are basically the ones that are going to help him just because I'm taking the time to clarify, okay? I'm just understanding what he's going through, and really all you have to do in order to get them to feel confident in you is you have to restate exactly what they're saying just in your own words, maybe simpler, okay? And then they're going to come back like, oh my God, you're a fucking genius, when really you just restated what they said. So this guy was like, all right, sign me up, blah, blah, blah. I basically told them, okay, it's $2,100 total, although you can pay $500 to start, and then you can just go month to month for $400 a month. So basically that's what we did. He didn't have his card right away, so I took a PayPal of $500, and then he's basically getting put into the system the next day, which he did for $400. So that was a $500, $600, $700, $800, $900 starting fee, and then it's going to be $400 a month every month until he wants to stop. So the cool thing about, you know, the billing companies that we use, I'll just kind of hit on that, and I'll make another video about this probably at another time. But with the billing companies, you know, we're able to basically make it so that someone can pay really comfortable payments, they can pay really comfortable low payments, and they can just pay it off over a longer period or whatever. And that just kind of keeps us safe because we're getting paid in full, whereas if you're getting, you know, people on these big, you know, high dollar amount monthly residual plans, then it's really likely that these people are going to like go away, or they're not going to, you know, they're not going to actually continue or go the entire, you know, the full duration of the program. So that's something to think about. I hope these two conversations helped or gave some clarity on DM closing. And you can put in the comments if there's anything you want to know. You know, I am filming a little bit more just because of quarantine. You know, everything is a little bit slower than normal, so I do have a little bit of time. But, you know, hit me up, you know, let me know. Here for you. So until next time, hope you have an awesome rest of your day. I'll see you later. Peace out.